Dear student, my name is Professor Sachin Lende. I am working as assistant professor in JSPM Group of Institute, Nare Technical Campus for MC department. I am teaching the subjects like software project management for the MC student. Now we are going to take at one of the first chapter of this SPM is overview of software project management. So what does that mean? What is the project? It's a group of unique interrelated activities which is to be carried out in a certain sequence of time or certain sequence of permutations and all the related activities related to that. It has some time constraint as well as the budget also that. So you can say it's a specific kind of activities which is to be carried out and it has some finite period of time. So what is that? Project management is one of the art. You can say it is one of the art which will maximize the probability of the sequences which is to be delivered on time and within budgets, where the people involved over there, they have their skills, their efforts, they are having some project related activities and they will carry out the project in a certain period of time. So this is one of the art. You can make it in a particular sequence of time and within some period of time and budget also. So project have some dimensions. You can say 4 P's over there. What are these 4 P's? People, product, process and the project. People means those who are involved in that project. They have their specific skills, they have their knowledge, experience, they are going to work for us. The people will involve over there. And what is the product? It's going to be last product which is we are going to deliver to the customer side, and it's going to be a make in a particular process. That means what? The standard way of making the softwares. These process will carry out with the help of software paradigms, and the last one, all the activities to be carried out in a certain sequence and certain period of time, then project will come. Now that what product? Product means the last output what we get in the project. Suppose we get a project something like a banking software, that banking software will be our product. So these 4 P's like people, process, project and product, they are going to interrelate to each other, and that is 4 P's are very important for the project management is concerned. So what are the activities related to software project management? You can say this is one feasibility study, then we have a plan, then we have a project execution. What is that feasibility study? It is one of the study which is used to give the idea about it. Is it worth to doing this kind of project for us? Are we going to make this kind of project? Are we have that capacity to make the project? This is kind of questions we can arise in the feasibility study. Now planning. Planning is concerned over here. So how do we do it? How we are going to implement that all the things like maybe initial planning, maybe financial planning, maybe quality planning, maybe all the different kind of scenarios related planning. What are the plannings we are going to do it? And then how we are going to implement that planning with the help of project execution. We don't need to get it what project execution means. That means we have to do it. We have to implement all the project execution activity, and that project execution activities may be in the part of designing phase, maybe in the part of implementation phase. What is that designing? Designing means we have a lot of flow charts, then we have a UML diagram, then we have a DFD diagrams, and lot of like website map diagram. These are the designing phase. And what are the implementation phase? Implementation where actually we are writing down the coding for it, and that coding will be given by these programmers. They will write on it on the basis of designing. They will execute the code. They will implement it according to specification, and then they are going to debug that code. After debugging, they will fix the bug. This is kind of implementation over there. So you can say activities related, that means a feasibility study, planning, and then execution of the project is concerned. So project management involves different kind of activities related to that, right? Like planning. For that we already discussed what is the planning mean. Then there is a scoping, how much the scope of this project is concerned, how much the functionality of the projects are there. This is a part of scoping. Then there is estimating, how much time required to make it, how many people we required it, how many resources we required it. This is the estimating part, where efforts we are going to calculate on that basis. Then we are going to organize that things. Organizing is one of the part. Then there is a staffing part. We require people, the skilled people, those who have knowledge about it, that we require. The staffing is part over there. Then directing. Directing means we are going to give the instruction to those who are working for us. There is a difference between directing and motivating. So we require motivation for these people also. So then we are going to monitor their work. Monitoring is one of the part over here. We are going to look at how they are performing, how they are going to work on it, and if they are not working in proper manner, or they are having some execution problem, any problem over there, then we are going to control that. that things. That means we are going to check whether they are performing in correct way or not. That is a controlling part. In this project management, we require some innovations also. So innovative techniques, new things, new idea, we required that thing because sometimes the change required over there. So what that innovation idea we required it. Then we are going to represent to the client side. They will work as a client representative over there. We are going to licensing with them. Then last one, I am going to close this project, whether they are accepted or not. We have to find it out what they required it, what is their specification. After that, we are going to close these project activities, and these activities will be involved in a smooth manner. But for implementing a software, we have a lot of problems. Which kind of problem we require? We have. There is invisibility of the project. Suppose a civil engineer is going to make a bridge or road over there, we can easily see that how that project is going to implement it, how they are working on it. But as of software concern, we are not going to show any visibility over there. This is one of the toughest part of that. So we have to make a prototype of it. This is one of the problem the software engineer used to face. Then there is a complexity of the project. Different kind of programming languages, databases, networking issues, testing, these are all complexity are concerned. Every software vendors have different license user software. So we have to communicate all the people, all the technology over there, then integrating these different modules, that is the complexity of the project. Then we have so many communication problem because we software engineers don't know about the domain knowledge of particular banking software. We don't know the domain knowledge of insurance software. We don't know anything about the healthcare. We just make the softwares. So what we required? We required subject matter expert. We required domain expert. In that case, there is a communication problem arise between me and my user also. So as a software engineer, that is also a problem. Then we have lot of change requirement. These change requirement have some problem like the compatibility problem. Then we have to maintain whether it is applicable to other software environment or not, whether it is compatible with hardware environment or not. Maybe there will be chances of getting lot of functional change requirement. So in that case, the problems for software development are very crucial for it. And in that case, we can say it is not related to other kind of projects, but software projects are slightly different from other kind of projects. So which kind of documents we are going to make for the project development? So first of all, we should have a proper context. Then we should have a proper documentation for each context. Then we have objective. That is we call a SMART objective. SMART means S-M-A-R-T, where specific for S, M for measure, A for achievable, R for relevant, and T for time. We require that SMART objective for it. So the project should be specific over there. It should be measurable, whether we are in the correct track or not. It should be measurable part. It should be achievable. We should achieve that project. We should complete that project. Then we should have a relevant thing. Relevant means it is not relevant to relate to my project and that objective is not going to meet it. I am not make the project for it. Time is one of the part. Last in the part of SMART is T, that is time. Time is bound to be there. We required the time constraint. We are going to bound that time period. Then we have a stakeholders. Who are stakeholders? Remember, there is a difference between shareholder and stakeholders. The stakeholders mean those who have a stake in their project. That means the end user, that means a customer or customer proxy, even the bank employee or someone like who is going to use your software. These are all stakeholders. They have their stakes in your existing project. Then we have a development objective, how we are make the project. The objective should be like that I am going to make with the specification of the requirement specification. Then output, how I am going to get the last output of the project. That outline of the project I should get it. Then we have inputs. For that output, which kind of input I required, activities associated with that, the assumptions what we required it, and most important, how my project is going to sustain. The project should be sustained with the current market scenario, the current environment, the complexity, everything should be sustainable. Again, this project documentation, what we require, the implementation strategy of that, how I am going to implement that software. Then we require the help of organization and administrative. They are going to help us for the resource allocation. They are going to help us for the financial help. They are going to help us for projecting of the project is concerned. Then the monitoring and evaluation of this section. Monitoring means how I am going to work it. Someone is going to monitor my work. On that basis, he is going to give the evaluation of the point. He will suggest some improvements so that we can enhance our work in a quality way and that quality work will be like a robust software for our software project management. Thank you.